Hello everybody. So today we're going to talk about, let's just set the camera here, tandem carrying and twin carrying. So tandem carrying is either carrying twins or carrying two children, either a newborn and a toddler, or even like older children. Doesn't matter how old your children are, as long as you can carry the weight, obviously. And we're going to talk a little bit about carrying in pregnancy as well. So I'm going to not go into too much details, but just give you some options, because carrying pregnancy is still tandem carrying. You're carrying a baby inside and then a baby on your back or on your hip, wherever, how you want to do it. So we're going to talk about this. I've got lots of slings lined up, and I will do some demos. For tandem carrying, there's a million different ways to combine slings, so it's not possible for me to show you all the options. When I have clients with twins or want to carry two children, we usually spend quite a lot of time trying different options, so we just take it easy and see how it goes. But today in the lab I won't be able to show you absolutely everything. I'll just show you some sling combination and I'll demo some, but it's really worth trying them on. There's really just, it's got to be tried on to see what works for you and how you're managing the weight. So a few things about carrying in pregnancy and carrying tandem. First of all, you really need to listen to your body. It's very, very important. Just don't push yourself. It is quite a lot of weight. When you're carrying in pregnancy, you may not feel great all the time. Some days might be better than others. Some days you might just feel like you just can't take the weight, it's just too much. And some days you just feel too tired. So when carrying in pregnant, just maybe do small amount of time at a time. Don't push yourself to go for a long walk with a baby or a toddler, even older child on your back. Just really listen to your body. It's very, very, very important. You don't want to push yourself. Once you've had your baby or babies and you want to start tandem carrying, it's also very important to listen to your body. Listen in particular to your pelvic floor. What is your pelvic floor saying? I can do this or I can't. Just make sure you're feeling okay doing that. If you feel like it's just too much pressure, it's giving you any pains or anything, just really take it easy. Maybe try to carry just one child at a time. Use a buggy in the meantime. Just really don't push yourself. You don't want any pain or any discomfort, and you don't want to feel put off carrying. So you might have to just go very slow at the beginning. If you had twins and if you had a C-section, for instance, also really listen to your body. It might be easier on your body to have your babies in the sling than doing a lot of lifting. And it's completely safe for you to carry after your C-section whenever you feel ready. You don't need to wait or anything, as long as you're not feeling any pain. So that's why it's very important to talk to a sling consultant like myself, or I've got loads of colleagues in the UK. So go talk to them, see what works for you. Okay, so let me show you some options for pregnancy carrying. All pregnant women are different. We all feel different. All our pregnancies are different. We have more or less energy. We have more or less different pains. We might have issues with the pregnancy. So take it easy. At the beginning, during the first trimester, you might want to just keep on carrying on your front. And that's still safe to do. It's safe to do until the end, as long as you're not really tightening anything very tight around your belly. So you might want to keep going with whatever you have. Some women sometimes feel like they need a lot of lower back support, so we try like quite a bulky carrier. So Ergo Omnis are great. Beko 8 I really like because it's very long lasting and it's got some nice lower back support and quite a thick waist belt. So if they want to keep carrying on the front during the first trimester and later on if they want to, you might want to have some nice lower back support, so something that is quite strong, quite bulky, like this might work for you, so that's an option. You might be one of these people who are like, I absolutely don't want anything touching my belly, and that's fine. So you can start carrying on your hip, especially if your baby is still quite small and you don't want your back carry. You can just start by just do a hip carry. So you can do that with a variety of carriers, as long as you can cross straps. Then you can start carrying on the hip. So having a baby here relieves any pressure from your belly. Just move your baby to the side like that. So you can do that with a variety of carriers, with all the ergos. Some might be a bit trickier than others. The Beckos, the Zen slings, the Izmis, there's a lot of carriers out there. As long as you can unclip the straps and take everything apart, then you can do a hip carry. And if you want, there's lots of videos on my YouTube channel, so you can see how to do it. And some women are like, absolutely want nothing around here. Baby or toddler's got to go on the back, and that's totally fine. So you can do that in lots of different ways. If you want absolutely nothing touching, then you can try things like on bohemos. So these are really cool. They're very easy to work with. So it's basically a piece of fabric with two strands. Hi Sasha. Two straps like this, and you can carry on the front if you want. But it's super handy for back carry. So basically, you will bring your baby on your back, and your baby will be here, and then you just tighten the straps. I'll do a demo to give you an idea, because that's such a great option for pregnancy carrying. So very quick demo again, if you want. Lots and lots of videos on my YouTube. So you bring your baby's legs through your straps like this on each side. If you have any questions, guys, please feel free. I will answer them as I go along. And then there's lots of different ways to do it. I like to just Superman toss. Yes, it's a really nice one. It is made from rock solid slings. You can check her out. She does really great things. Arms through. Keep holding baby. Okay. And then when your baby's good, then you just retighten. On bohemos varies. You can get some made from woven wraps. This is a buckle one. There's a clip as well. I haven't put it on, but this is what it looks like. I just want to give you some idea of what things look like. I don't want to just do some very complicated demonstration at the moment. But there you go, baby safe. Most of the weight is on your back and shoulders. Obviously, you're not carrying a lot with your lower back, but you're engaging your deep tummy muscle, so it's even better for pregnancy and after that. But no pressure, so it's really, really lovely. So that's one option, and on bohemo, and you can keep it for later when the baby comes. You can go for podagi. So pods are great, especially for back carry in pregnancy. Again, you can wear it on your front, on your hip, or on your back. So I'm going to do a quick demo, very quick one. Grab the toddler because it's easier to demo with. I'm going to Superman toss. And grab like this, and then you can just swing baby on your back. And here you just finish your carry the way you want. So I'm going to show you from the back what it looks like. I'm going to bring my straps under my arms, cross over the bum, and then I can choose again how I finish. So if I'm pregnant, I don't want any pressure, I can just tie here, or I can do a Tibetan finish. Just bring the straps through like that, and then give myself a nice bra. You can spread it. But again, same system, no pressure. So that's another option, and you can use it for a newborn. So when your baby comes, it's totally safe to use. Alright, other options. If you have a Medai, which is very similar to non-bohemo, but it's got a strap here. What you can do is when your baby's on your back, so I'll demo very quickly again. So when you have your baby on your back, instead of having your waist belt, you can just remove it. So I'll show you. So here I'm going to do Tibetan finish again, because it's just very comfortable and it's very easy to do. Like this. So your waist belt is here. What you can do, baby on your back, you're just going to undo it. So pin one strap between your knees, and then you're going to bring it through the straps here. And then, as if by magic, you have it on for you. There you go, no pressure. and you can use your made-eye when your baby comes, and you can use 2 made-eyes if you have 2 babies to carry. So options, there's loads of different options. With made-eyes, podaggies, you can do hip carries as well. So if you're not super keen on putting your baby on your back, but you don't want too much pressure, you can just bring your baby to your hip. Oh, right. You can also work with these hybrid carriers. So this is a Mama Ruga Podma, really great. So you can start at the beginning of your pregnancy when you feel like you can still carry on your front. You can start with a half buckle, so you would have your waist belt on, and then you bring your baby in and you cross your straps on your back, you bring them back. As your belly expands and you don't want pressure, then you can just remove the waist belt. So this is very, very unique carrier from Mama Ruga. It's really great. You can just remove it, and that really gives you, suddenly just opens up a lot of options, and now you can use it as a podaggy. So same system, but the waist belt's been removed, so no more pressure on your belly. Worth checking it out. Again, when your baby arrives, you can use that. For newborns, it lasts a good couple of years, maybe even more, because it expands a lot. Okay, so now you have your twins. Life has just really changed a lot. So with twins, one thing you need to remember is I think you have to be very open-minded for carrying options and very adaptable. So personally, I don't have twin carriers in the library because it's not that I don't find them great. I just think that there's lots of other combination and options that will give you a lot more flexibility than having a twin carrier. So, but there's some great ones like the Twingo would be one buckle carrier, one on the front, one on the back, and the Mini Monkey as well with 2 pockets like this. I like them. I like the idea, and people come and we try to make it work. Sometimes they don't work great with newborns, especially with twins who are often a bit small, so keep your mind open. But what I found about twin carriers is that it doesn't always offer you so much flexibility. So what I like to do is combining slings. We're using one sling at the beginning, and then as baby grows, then we have lots of options. I think you need to remember with twins, they're very light at the beginning. As they get bigger, it's a lot more weight to carry. So you need to really stay open-minded and try lots of different options until you have something that will be a bit more long-lasting. So you can just start with a stretchy wrap. Those stretchy wrap. So demo. What's good about the stretchy is that you can use it for 1 baby or 2 babies. So I'm just going to put it on like I would do if I were just to carry 1 baby. So I'm doing a pocket wrap cross carry. So again, quick demo, this is not a tutorial, but it takes ages to demo. So I'm going to leave just enough room for my babies. I'm going to test. Yeah, that feels good. Cross it to my back. And then return my foot. Okay, so if you had a C-section, don't put pressure on your scar, move things around. I'm going to bring 1 baby in 1 pocket and another baby in another pocket. So it never looks glamorous putting 2 babies in this thing, okay? Everybody's going to stare at you. It's okay, just breathe, just make it look like it's absolutely amazing, especially if they cry, it's even more amazing. Just take it slow. So we're going to bring 1 baby in. So I bring my baby opposite shoulder of the straps I'm going to go in. So I'm on Facebook and Instagram and trying to stay centered at the same time. So I'm going to bring my baby through like this, and my baby's going to sit straight in the pocket like that. So I'm not bringing a leg passing each like I would do with just 1 little arm on the side like that, and I'm going to bring the other one like this. Start with the twin you think would be okay to go in second, so the happier twin sometimes works a bit better. but don't worry too much. There's no rules about anything. Okay, now I'm going to bring my pocket pass, so keep supporting the whole time. I'm going to bring it over all the legs. 1, 2, 3, and 4 legs. And then I'm going to bring this to the head. Okay, so make sure the knees are not banging into each other, so you can just move them a little bit like this. Make sure the heads are well supported, so you can use the passes like that. As they get bigger, but even from birth, you can use little muslin cloth that you can roll under like that to give them extra head support. So especially when you don't have your pass, you'll just give them extra head support. So totally feasible. May not be the most long-lasting option. So with small twins, you might find a boba wrap will work, easy wrap, Hannah. As they get bigger, if you really like the stretchy, you might want to go for something very strong, like a Je porte mon bébé or nice called Love Radius. And usually they work quite well with twins, so that's an option. And what you can do is, if you need to take one twin out, you can bring the other one back in. So you just bring the passes back through. It takes a bit getting around the idea, but it's not that complicated. And then you can just do a single turn carry like this. Okay, maybe it's a bit wonky, but that gives you an idea. So it is totally feasible. You can even breastfeed in the wrap like that. You just have to lower your babies down, or you can use the passes to give you support, so you can do it as well. It's absolutely feasible and achievable. Okay, so if wrapping is a new thing, then you can just use 2 caboos. Sorry, 1 caboo. So 1 baby in each pocket. So a bit kind of the same system. Where's my caboo gone? It's here. But what's quite nice about the caboo is that because the pockets will be separate. Oh, typical, this one isn't threaded. Let's grab the threaded one. It's just a little bit easier to deal with, because then you can lower 1 pocket to feed 1 baby, or just take 1 baby out. But it will be the same system, so we would bring 1 baby in and then 1 baby in another. And because they work independently, if I want to loosen to breastfeed 1 baby, then I can do that. You always need to use the outer panel for extra support and then tie on your back. But that's another option, and again you can choose it as a single turn, so you can carry just 1 baby like that. So all very feasible. And then there's a million different options, so let me show you a couple. Ring slings are quite good. Also ring slings are a bit more long lasting, in the sense that you can use them in the future a bit longer than a stretch wrap or caboo. So you can put toddlers in, that's fine. So you can have a system where you have 2 ring slings. So you would have the rings on your chest like that. So 1 pocket, 1 baby. And another pocket, another baby. So you make things work independently, which is quite nice. So if you need to take 1 baby out, you can do that. If you need to lower to breastfeed, you can do that as well. So it gives you lots and lots of different options. But this is what it looks like. You can also achieve something very similar to that using a woven wrap. This is not something I'm going to demo now because it takes a long time, but it's also feasible with a woven wrap and using sling rings, or like a slip knot system as well. But that's possible. And also if you want to carry just 1, you have already your ring sling. If you are with somebody, a partner, a nanny, a granny, whatever, then you can pass them on into 1 ring sling. So that's a really nice option. You can use 2 Maydays. So you would have 1 baby on a hip, do a hip carry, and then a second baby into another hip carry. Again, if you want to see all these demos, please message me, because otherwise I would be here for hours and hours. And I've got 2 kids watching TV there, and they won't last long. But you can have 1 in each, and then again they work independently. But it's totally feasible. What's nice about this is as they get bigger, you can have one on the front and one on the back. So I would recommend you wait until they have some good head control, but it's entirely up to you when you start back carrying, especially with twins. So it's totally up to you. You can do that, and then you can combine. You could have one stretch wrap in the hip. You can have one ring sling here. It's totally up to you how you do it. The options are absolutely endless. Buckle carriers. What works nice is some really like floppy carriers. So you could get to go on knees or something bulky. What you might find is if you have something that is very thick, having two waist belts on each side or on top of each other, it's just not really comfortable. Even if you do one front, one back, you'll find it's just not great. So if you like it, please do go for it. There's no reason why not to. Personally, I find it's easier to make it work with very floppy carriers. So example, you can have two Zen slings. So these are made from stretchy wraps, so it's really nice and floppy. You can have one on the front and one on the back. Because the waist belts are quite thin, it's easy to have one on top of each other, or even just above each other as well. It's feasible. Or for smaller babies, you can have one on each side. So you could do two hip carries basically with two carriers, and again that will give you the option of taking one off without even waking your baby up, and then give the baby to somebody else, or just to breastfeed or something. Easy carriers work quite well with two babies as well. We've tried this quite a lot with twin families. So the waist belts are even thinner, so you can do two pockets. So I'm going to demo this one. So you would need to start on the hip with one. So you do a hip carry basically. Not complete hip with newborns, just try to keep them a bit more like kind of off center a bit to the side. So you need to go around like that. So bring this pass around. And you would have one baby here. So let's tighten up that. If you have carriages dual adjust, just loosen the front like that, because then you just need to do a little pull. And then I'm going to clip my other one around. Okay. And if you go for two, get different colors, because then you know which strap is which. So I'm going to do the same here. And I'm going to bring this here around. Again, I'm going to clip, tighten, and then I'm going to create another pocket. And these are nice because they spread out just like with the Mama Ruggers. Loosen and we're going to clip. And we tighten, leave the front bit a bit loose. Okay, and this one going to bring it around. So the last one takes a little bit of remembering. So we need to thread this strap through like that to be able to clip. So you need to prepare a little bit before you put your babies in. The more you can prepare, then the quicker it is. And now you see you've got two pockets. So bring one baby in each. You start with one baby here. And then you just bring the legs out. It is a little bit of a workout, but it's good for your postnatal recovery. And then you bring it on in, like this. Make sure the legs are under. Gonna spread, spread, spread. Like this. So now I've got one baby and I'm gonna retighten. So with dual adjust, this is one that comes super handy. And I'm gonna bring the other baby in. You get the idea. So one baby in each. You can loosen if you need to feed as well, but it would be quite a nice long-lasting option, because as your baby gets bigger, you can have one on the front and then one on the back. Okay, so let me unclip everything and show you some more options. You can also use woven wraps. And woven wraps are super mega flexible. So you can do 2 hip carries with 2 short wraps. So we can use something like, so I've got a size 2 wrap here. You could do 2 hip carries or something like that. So I'm going to do slip knot here, like this. Again, this is not a tutorial, I'm just doing a demo. And I could have a second one on either hip, so I've got 2 knots here, and then I can have independent pockets. So I'll bring my babies in, they sit like kind of off center, and then as they get bigger, you can do a front carry or back carry, but maybe with longer wraps. You can do a front wrap cross carry with 2 babies in it. So where's my other one? So I would use quite a long wrap, so base size plus 1 or base size. Base size is doing a front wrap cross carry without having very long tails at the back. For me, my base size is 5-ish. And I like to have lots of length, so I will go for a size 7 because it means I can wrap a lot more on my back. So I'm going to start the same. Like this. And I'm going to loosen my pocket. And then, instead of crossing like this, I will cross over and then under, okay? So I'll do a quick demo. So you would bring one baby in, like this. Sit your baby on the band, arms in for small babies, and you spread the fabric. Okay, pin your tails, so you've got safety, and then you grab another baby. Okay, and then I'm going to bring my baby in the pocket. Sit my baby in the pocket. Like this. Okay, and you can see our babies. I'm going to tighten one side. So you can tighten strand by strand. If you're in a rush, you can just give it a little pull like this. And same, I'm going to pull away because I want to do a quick demo, but otherwise you can take your time. And then you can cross like this. Some people even twist so that this bit stays put. And you're going to go over, oops, I lost the leg here. Where's your leg? Like this, over the first leg, under the second leg to create some leg passes and safety, and you can go either tie on your back, or because I like very long wraps that give me lots of support, I will come back on my front and do a double knot here. There you go. Okay, so that gives you an idea. If you want the pockets to work individually, then you can use different systems using sling rings and so on. There's a lot of options with twin carries. What's great with that is that you can go through literally maybe a year and a half or so with just one long wrap. So you wouldn't need to buy any more options. One wrap will take you through a long time with twins. So we talked a lot about twins, but a lot of these options work for 2 children carries. But if you're going to be carrying 2 children, if they are different in weight, I would say having them on the front is also really nice. You'll find it's just a bit heavy. So you might want to just then have 2 options, one on the front, one on the back. And then you've got a million combinations. So you can do newborn in a stretchy wrap, and then you can do back carry with a non-bohemo, with a buckle carrier. You can do back carry with a woven wrap, with a made out. You can back carry pretty much everything as long as it's fine. Even if you have like a thicker waist belt, like an Omni or something, you can still carry that as long as it's not pushing the newborn's legs. You have lots of options. You can have your newborn in a cabot, you can have your newborn in just whatever, as long as it is workable. Then you can have, again, 2 of the same carriers, one on the front, one on the back. The combination are literally endless, so I will do that all day if I had to, because I really love it. It's a bit geeky. But what you can do is have the bigger child on your back with a woven, and have the smaller one on your front. So I'm going to demo a rucksack with a Tibetan tie that turns into a front cross carry. You don't have to remember any of this, because it's a lot of technical stuff. So I can do that with the base size, works. Longer wraps, even better if you like to have more tails. But maybe base size or base size +1. So for me, I think I could do that with the size 6, should be fine. And I'll do that a lot with my children. Although they're big, they're 6 and 2.5, sometimes I still do it because they really love it, and I really love it. But I can't go really far because I don't have a great pelvic floor. So we'll start in a rucksack carry, like just a normal one. So again, quick demo, not tutorials. So I'm just going to sit my baby on my back and just tighten. So I've got my bigger one on my back. I'm going to create my leg passes like that, and then I'm going to come back to my front, and I'm going to finish Tibetan. So I'm going to create a cross on my front like this, and in there, so you see that's a 7, it's quite long, but I like details. In there I'm going to bring my other baby in. So I'm going to loosen a little bit, just enough, and I'm going to bring my small one in there. I'm going to go the legs through on each side like that, and then I'm going to spread the passes like this. Make sure baby's well seated and well positioned. Okay, and then I'm just going to retighten everything. So I'm going to pull strain by strain. It's quite a handy carry because everything's already in place like this. Make sure your baby's got good head support, especially newborn. If that doesn't work, then we can explore other options, but there you go. It's very comfortable, and I'm going to push on my belly, which I don't like, so I don't need that. And you can carry a lot more weight than it looks like. When I carry my two, they combine 26, 27 kilos, and with a woven, you honestly, you don't feel the weight, and trust me, I'm not here to sell anything, it really is like you just don't feel the weight, and it's absolutely feasible. You can even just use a second wrap. So if you don't like having the front cross like this, you can use a different wrap, or you can use a shorty wrap, so like a size 2 like this, and then you would use this to make a pocket, especially if you find that you need to take one in and out all the time. Having just one wrap sometimes can be a bit difficult. So what you could also do is just start your front baby in the front wrap cross carry, and then you do a rucksack above and tie on your front or tie under the bum, because sometimes toddlers want to come out, or small babies want to have a feed or whatever, so sometimes it's just easier not to have them in one wrap, but you can choose what you do. Okay, I'm going to stop talking now because I've talked a lot, and I don't want my life to be too long because then it just gets a little bit boring. Right, so if you have questions, I'll be here for a couple more minutes. If you're watching this recorded, please feel free to put comments on the post, or you can DM me, or you can do whatever just works for you. Very happy to discuss options. I think one big thing is just remember there's lots and lots of options, and it's important to find the thing that really is going to work for you. So keep an open mind, try different things. With twins, you might have to have one thing at the beginning and then move on to something else, so keep open-minded with that. But yes, any questions, please fire away. And one thing I've learned with tandem carrying is that I don't need to go to the gym, that's for sure. Like, as long as your pelvic floor is recovered and you're fine, just, you can do it, it's totally feasible. Yes, people are gonna stare, yeah, but they stare anyway, so who cares? I know you're not hurting your children, and yes, they will walk, and yes, it's fine. I know you're not sweaty, so these are all your answers. There you go. Okay, any questions? nothing, that's fine. If you want names of brands or types, feel free to drop me a message. If you want to hire anything, I'm still here, so you can come and pick up anything in Bethnal Green. If you want to buy anything, let me know as well, because I can always find you discounts pretty much. But there you go. Tandem carrying, woo! I've done it. It was really lovely talking to you. I mean, I'm talking to myself, but I know I'm talking to you. And thank you for watching. Thank you. Bye, everyone.